Welcome to the Investors Playbook Show, where our mission is clear: empowerment through financial education. We firmly believe that financial freedom isn't a privilege. It's a right that's available to everybody. Each week, we dive deep into the world of finances, breaking down complex topics and making them accessible and actionable for everyone. As we grow this community, we invite you to join us on this journey. Why tune in? Because together, we're not just learning about wealth, we're building a movement, reshaping futures, and proving that with the right knowledge, financial success is within everyone's reach. It's time to get off the sidelines. Let's go.
Welcome to Investors Playbook, episode 14. My name is Cornell Rowan.
My name is Deshaun Edwards, and yes, we have another good episode today. But first, we want to talk about a couple of announcements, right? Investors Playbook has been doing a lot lately, y'all. I don't know if y'all see us on social media, but we recently dropped a book, and news with that is we now have, we've listened to the people. The people have spoken. They wanted a hard copy. We have a hard copy now for sale on Amazon. All right, so if you are a reader who likes to have the physical copy of the book, check it out. Same location. Just type in Investors Playbook, 6-step process to financial freedom. Type in my name, type in Cornell's name. You're able to purchase an actual physical copy of the book.
Right. So, of course, it's paperback, and the cost of the paperback is $14.99, while the cost of the ebook is $9.99. And also, we have the audiobook in the making, of
Yes,
course.
yeah.
So we'll have the audio, we'll have the physical copy, and also we'll have the ebook to let everybody choose on how they want to learn the information.
There you
Of
go.
course.
There you go.
So
Me personally, I'm an audiobook person, so I'm gonna be excited when the audiobook drops. That I usually listen to audiobooks, to be
You
honest
know,
with you.
I'm the same way, man. Because one thing about me, I like to be able to do other things while I'm taking in information. So, like, I like
Mhm.
to be driving to work or be in the gym, working out, doing other productive things while I'm getting the information. While I'm reading, I just feel stuck, and I'm like, man, I could be doing something else. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So I'm definitely an audiobook person, also.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
yeah.
we got that coming for y'all, for sure. Yeah, we got that coming. Also, go ahead. You about to drop some more info. Go ahead, Cornell.
Yeah. So also we have our new community that I'm really excited about, man. I like this new platform. It's called Mighty Networks. So in this community, of course, the main topic will be about financing, how to make more money. Basically, it's all about finance, personal finance, how to make more money, how everybody else is doing it, and basically we're putting all our heads and opinions together to make everybody better.
Right,
So
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, super excited about this community. I think that people need a space like this to bounce ideas off of each other, and to have less distractions, right? You can talk about stuff like this on Facebook, on Instagram, but there's so many other things that are off topic that can distract you from having these constructive conversations. So Mighty Networks is really that spot where you can just kind of put your head together. You could talk about some of the woes. You might find someone who's relating to you and saying, yeah, that I was in that same situation a year ago. This is what I did to fix it. It's a very safe space. People can come and bring whatever they want to the conversation. You know what I mean? But it's always constructive. And of course, we have tons of resources that exist on the Mighty Networks. And of course, we also have the Debt Crushing Challenge, which is in the community starting January 1st, where we are trying to eliminate as much debt as possible. This is a 3-month program starting January 1st, ending at the end of March. So this is 3 months where the community will be working together to eliminate debt. We're talking if the snowball method is best for you, if the avalanche method is best for you, creating a budget from top to bottom, every week having weekly updates, seeing how you're doing, making sure that you're sticking to your budget, uh, having a debt repayment plan for you where all you have to do is type in your information and it'll literally tell you what debt you need to pay off first, and it'll tell you how long you have until you're debt free. It's a super cool resource. And I mean, the debt crushing challenge, we're talking $5 a month, $15 total to join the challenge. And with that, you get resources. You have me, you have Cornell, you have other people who are in the community. And you have all these, again, resources that are just going to help you eliminate as much debt as possible. So, again, very excited about the community, very excited about the challenge that's going to start Monday. And yeah, just looking forward to just having bigger and better conversations as we build this community in Mighty Networks.
And
That's
really, the
it.
best part about it is the accountability, because of course
Oh, yeah.
people perform better when they're not alone, and we wanted to let
Mhm.
you all know that you're not alone. You're in a community full of people all working towards the same thing, and that's to be better.
Yep, exactly. So definitely looking forward to all those things.
All
But
right.
yeah, man. So on this episode, we wanted to make sure that we got that information out there. But this is also Investors Playbook, right? So Cornell, I know that you've been talking to me a lot about a particular company, about all the things that they're doing. Like, and I mean, when you think about it, when you think back to how they started, it's kind of crazy to where they are now. Because a lot of companies, they start one way and that's just their business plan. This company has shifted its business so often. And now, I mean, its reach is almost, it's in every pot, right? And it's not failing. It's working. Every single thing that they have going for them is working, right? So, and if you haven't guessed what company we're talking about Amazon, right? Amazon is a company that is it's one of those giants. You can call it a tech giant, you can call it a retail giant, you can call it a social giant, whatever. But it literally has its hand in so many different things. We were just chatting this morning, bro. Like, I mean, what were some of the things that you were telling me that Amazon is actually doing right now?
Well, what started off the conversation was something that I found out that was so crazy to me. So basically, I was listening to news elsewhere, and then it came in conversation that Amazon is selling cars. So you can really go onto the Amazon app, type in cars, and you can shop cars. You can customize the cars, the color, the types of just everything. It's insane, man.
Look, I
So
didn't believe him at first. I had to go try it myself. And literally, I typed in you could buy Hyundais on Amazon. Literally, Hyundai prices there, all that customizable. It's actually kind of crazy. Like,
they're
it's wild.
they're changing the game in a lot of spaces. I don't know
Mhm.
if you saw this, Deshaun, but actually I saw some news. They're now the number with the largest shipping company in America now.
Yeah, they're topping UPS. They're topping USPS. They are
FedEx,
number one. Yeah.
all of that, man. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, man. So I just wanted to, because it's not just that. They also have the AI chat box.
Hmm.
They have they acquired Medical One, where they're giving people free, well, not free, it's $9. It's $9 a month or something like that, to Prime members, where they get 24/7 virtual care, and also they can schedule visits. So they're in healthcare, they're in tech, because I know that you said that they had cloud service also, right?
Yeah, AWS is huge, man. Amazon Web Service is basically, if you all have even heard the word cloud before, a lot of companies use cloud for storage, right? If you have a Google Drive, that's cloud. If you have like Microsoft Teams, that you're probably putting stuff on the cloud. It's basically a place to house data that's not a physical location. Because, I mean, physical locations, they run out of space. You can't really expand them unless you're attaching something to that space. And to get to it, you have to go there to access the data. So we have things like external hard drives. When you're talking about a company, you have data rooms. And on these data rooms, it's just humongous towers filled with different switches, different servers, different routers. And now all of that is done on the cloud. The whole networking schema is done on the cloud. Like, you have switches, you have routers just existing in this cloud space. And Amazon has done a very good job at constructing their cloud space. So you have larger companies who work with Amazon to house their technology, their data. So yeah, AWS has been a huge service to a lot of companies, and that's just again one part of what Amazon is doing, right? Because getting into that is huge, bro.
And really, we say this to say these are the types of businesses that I know I personally look for when I'm investing in the stock market. So when
Right,
companies are making these types of moves, this raises opportunity for even people who are just buying the stock.
right.
There's opportunity everywhere, really. So when I'm looking for a company, I'm looking for a company that has a good track record, right? Like Amazon,
Hmm.
because currently year to date they're up 70%,
Right.
which is crazy. People are
Year,
happy about going up 10% in one year.
year to date, 70% is wild. It's wild, and this is. I remember when we first got into Amazon before the split. Amazon was. It seemed like one of those stocks that was unattainable because of how expensive the stock was. You know what I mean? But when a split happens, a lot of times people don't even know. They like Amazon is at $100. That's not. But those are the things. That's why you have to do like understand where the stock came from and not kind of just say Amazon stock value is this. That must mean that the company is worth that because those two things are a lot different, right? You see a number when you're purchasing a stock and you try and compare that to the value of the actual company, which doesn't always work when companies do things like split multiple times. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm actually glad that you said that because that number is really just an illusion.
It's
What
yes,
people don't what people don't realize is the market cap is the actual value of the
right,
stock,
yes,
not the stock price of one share.
hmm,
Right, because when the company splits, the value stays the same. The market cap stays the same.
right.
It's only the price of one share that changes. And that's what because I just had this conversation with somebody about Tesla, of why I was scared. Well, I'm still scared of Tesla. Why I'm scared to invest in Tesla.
Why, bro?
I'm scared to invest in Tesla because Tesla's not making more money than these other automotive companies like Ford and General Motors. Like they're not making more, but
Yeah,
they're valued like 10 times more than these companies in the stock market. That's
right.
scary for me because
Oh, I
that
see what you're
means
saying. Like the price of the stock is way higher,
the
or
no, the market cap is higher. The stock price does not
okay.
matter. The price of one share doesn't matter. It's the value of the entire company.
Hmm.
Because when I looked at Tesla, it was like 700 billion, where Ford was only like 100, which is crazy because Ford has been in business for so long and they're making more sales.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. See, I get what you're saying. So having a market cap so high, but having sales that don't really match the market cap is what makes you weary about Tesla. Like,
Right.
yeah, I see. Yeah.
Because that's just at that point, it's just consumer confidence. Like it's
Yeah.
investor confidence. Like I
Hmm.
think that they're going to continue to innovate and be a better competitor in the future. But
Right.
if they don't live up to that, then Tesla has a long way to fall.
Yes, it does. That is that hopeful future sight that can kind of burn a lot of investors because I feel like with that market cap being as high as it is, a lot of people are dumping a lot of money into Tesla. They're investing a lot of money into Tesla. But like you said, if Tesla doesn't perform like people are expecting it to, that number can quickly change, very quickly change. So
Right. Because
yeah,
look at all these competitors that Tesla has now. Because at first, Tesla was
just
really.
Tesla.
Yeah, it was just Tesla when it came to the EV, right? But now
Hmm.
they're making these hybrid cars, these fully electric cars. There's an electric Mustang.
Yeah,
You see what
bro.
I'm saying? Like they're changing the game. So now there's a lot more competition. Right now, I know Tesla has control over the carports and things of that nature. But people are saying that Tesla is more than just a car company. They're saying that they're a tech company. I just need to see for myself. I need to see more innovation. because carports aren't enough for me to feel like Tesla should be valued 10 times more than these other reputable car companies. I just don't see it.
Yeah, so the carports, these are just like the charging stations and stuff for the cars.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's just an enhancement to your already product. That's yeah, I see what you mean. I don't see
Yeah. Not
the
enough.
tech the tech side of Tesla just yet. But and also disclaimer, we want to make sure that of course this is a financial conversation. We're not necessarily giving you all financial advice. We want to make sure that if you are deciding to invest in any of these companies that we're talking about, please consult with a certified financial advisor. Just making sure that that is understood. These are companies that we personally think will do well. Of course, do your own research. Make sure that you understand any type of investment you're investing in at all times before you just jump into something. Just wanted to make sure that that was said as well, because a lot of times people just do the copycat investing, and that doesn't always work out for people. So yeah, do your
I-
research. We're saying all these great things about Amazon, but please make sure that one, it makes sense to you to invest in this company. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that that was stated.
Yeah. And
But
of course, after you
mhm,
hear about what we say, do your own fact checking. Go and see what you think about the company. After take what we say with a grain of salt. Go do your own research. See if you
right.
like the company, and then if you do, you can invest also. But yeah, Amazon is definitely a good one for me.
Hmm.
As far as like on the option side, I have a far out option on Amazon and also on the share side. I hate
Yeah.
that they don't pay dividends, but the
I
growth
was
on Amazon
just about to mention
is crazy.
dividends, bro. I was like, do you ever look at dividends when you're investing in these companies? Because one of my favorites is Ford.
What?
You don't you're not a fan of Ford, but I love Ford, and that's one of those companies that have been existing for over 100 years. But the price of Ford on the stock market, on the New York Stock Exchange, is not, it's not like, whoa, it's not a double take. It's been like $10 for almost forever. I think the highest it got was maybe last year or the year before, when it got up to like maybe 15 or something. But
Yeah.
Ford is one of those companies that I'm investing in simply because they pay dividends, and they pay what dividends well. But
So
yeah,
so what I like about dividends is that it's cash flow,
yes,
right? So
yeah,
it's money in your hand. I like that. Don't get me wrong. But I do not feel like dividends supersede growth.
that's real. That's
Yeah,
real.
so like stocks like T-Mobile that have high dividends, right? But they've been decreasing in price, well, in value for the past 5 years.
Right.
Like, yeah, you might be getting some money in your hand, but you're losing money long term. It just when I could be invested in a stock like Amazon, where year to date I'm up 70%.
Mm-hmm.
No dividend is gonna be 70% of what you have in it.
Nah, it's not.
Nothing.
It's not. But the difference between dividends and what you're talking is the money isn't yours until you take it out. So even if you're increasing that 70% over the year, if it goes down 50% next year, you up 20% overall. Dividends, like you said, it's cash flowing. It's constantly growing your account. But of course, I know that you are the investor who is going to do dollar cost. You're going to consistently put money in. Compound interest is going to work in your favor. But if you're just talking like simple interest, all right, I put in $100 and I touched it no more. It went up 70%. Bet next year it went down 50%. It's gone. Well, not all the way, but you
I
see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I just think differently. You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
so you said it's not yours until you take it out, right?
Hmm.
So if you have $100,000 and you invest it in a stock, it's no longer yours.
It has the potential to be gone, is what I'm saying. Like, it has the potential to go down. It's no longer, it's your money. You can take it out whenever you want.
It's still yours, right? So
But what
say 20 years from now that turns into $1 million. So you're saying that $900,000 of that million is not yours?
I shouldn't have said it's not yours. I shouldn't have said it's not realized until you take
It's
it out.
not real. Okay.
Yes. It's
Not
your money.
realized gains.
It
But
exists.
I feel like that's how you get rich though. You don't realize all your gains
That's true.
because you have
That's
to pay
true.
taxes on your realized gains. So if I
Yeah.
keep most of my money in assets and I don't sell and I let that appreciate, I don't
Hmm.
have to worry about the taxes
Yeah.
until I'm ready. And I can divvy out the distributions.
Payments. Yeah.
I can
You could pretty much control your tax bracket at that point.
exactly. I can
Yeah. Yeah.
control
I like
how
that.
I get my money so that I'm
Hmm.
controlling how I pay my taxes. So I feel
Man.
like that's actually a strategy, man.
Look, I think that should be an episode. We should talk about
and
using the stock market like strategically. You know what I
it
mean?
and it's not just the stock market, it's real estate also.
Facts.
It's
Definitely.
assets, man. It's
Yes, it's assets.
cryptocurrency,
It's assets. It's
assets
assets.
in
It's
general.
anything that you can put your money in and letting your money grow, using the money you put in, like having your money make money and touching that when you're ready, right? Like touching it when you need to touch it, if you need to pull the money out, choosing how much you can take out, all that is yeah, it's a lot to learn when it comes to managing these types of
Right.
things like purchasing assets, when to take money out, how much to take out, how to leverage the money that you have invested to not pay so many taxes on it in one time. It's just yeah.
Right.
You
And
need to go ahead and make a course, Cornell.
I hey, in the future, we got that. But I don't know. My thoughts are anything that I buy that maintains my net worth. Like if I buy in $100,000 house or I buy $100,000 in stock, my net worth does not go down. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
bought
Right.
something equivalent to that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not like purchasing $100,000 car
Yeah.
or like purchasing like you know what I mean? Like yeah,
Clothes.
something that's gonna decrease in value, something that's not really gonna make you money
Right.
is
Like
way different.
buying a Birkin bag or something like that, like something crazy, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
It's yeah. So man, Amazon is just one of them companies, bruh, that is again has its hands in a lot of things. Um, but besides Amazon, I don't know, we talked about Ford a little bit. What are some other companies, I guess, that are on your radar? Do you have any other ones?
That are in my portfolio because everything that I'm looking at is in my portfolio for sure.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
That's real.
Amazon, it really is mainly tech right now, especially with this AI boom. I see a
Oh,
huge potential, man. With AI, I feel like with AI doing what it's doing, and it really only just now getting huge.
mm-hmm.
I feel like there's so much potential and it has not fully gotten to where it's going to go. I feel like it's the perfect time to be in tech. So
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, AMD. These are the
Nvidia, like all that stuff.
Nvidia. I,
Yes.
these are the companies that I'm looking at. These are top of my portfolio right now, and
Mm-hmm.
these are carrying my portfolio. My from January to now, it looks crazy.
Yeah.
For real.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, it's the same. I do have some Ford, but again, majority of mine is going to be Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia. I am invested also in a specific company, C3 AI, which is an AI company. I want to see what they do, right? I
Yeah.
want to see what they do. It's not, I'm not heavily, but I want to see how they perform with when it comes to these AI spaces. I want to know what this specific AI stock is going to do as artificial intelligence start to expand more into these larger companies. So that's just kind of one of my YOLO plays, I guess.
So, when investing in those plays that you're not too sure about, it's not really a huge established company. Like,
Hmm.
how do you go about investing into those? Do you put a large amount, or do you kind of
Absolutely not.
like,
Nah,
how do you work with those?
definitely not a large amount. I will do a combination of things. I will buy a lot smaller portion than what I'm doing with any of the other companies, right? Let's say, for example, I'm putting $600 into the stock market every paycheck. That's just an example. 500 of that is going to go towards the companies that I think can, structure my future. The Amazons, the Microsofts, the Ford. Like, a little piece is going to go in. little pieces gonna go into Ford. You feel me? You gonna quit hating on Ford, bro?
Hey, you got to give me something to stop thinking about.
Oh man. And then maybe between $50 and $100 is gonna go to this C3 AI until it gets to a point where I'm like, all right, I no longer need to invest in that to see what that does. Or what another thing I do is purchase a long term option or what is it called, a far out option. So I purchased like an option for December of 2024 and just do nothing else and just let that sit. If it goes up, cool. If it doesn't, all right, I lost $200. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
those are kind of some of the things that I'll do if it's a company that I am not going to dollar cost average, like consistently put in. I'll buy an option that expires 2 years from now and just see what happens. You feel me?
I
Just see
actually
what
have one for
happens.
Amazon, man. 2 years
Oh yeah,
out.
that's gonna be nice. That's gonna
I
be
think it's
nice,
gonna.
bro.
I think it's gonna print for me, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's gonna be nice. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to those smaller companies, you remember? I don't know if you remember, but bro, I used to be super into penny stocks, bro. Like
I do remember.
I used to be. There was this guy I used to watch on YouTube. I forgot the name of the channel and everything.
Oh dang! I remember.
The penny
Small
stock
Cat Millionaire.
order or something. What was
Small
it
Cat
called?
Millionaire.
Yeah, Small Cat Millionaire. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to watch that joint every morning. Every single morning, bro. And just yeah, that was trading days.
Yeah.
You feel me? Trading days. But yeah, that's it's not the I mean for me, that's not the way to do it. Like it's very stressful trying to keep up with these tiny companies, hoping that they do something good, trying to keep up with every single little trial that a healthcare company is going through. And then you put your money here and then the trial goes wrong and now all your money goes away. It's like, yeah, nah. It's
It is definitely the more risky way to gain it, and it's the more difficult way.
it's
Long term
difficult
is
and risky. Yeah.
Yeah, long term is definitely the more assured. I don't want to say assured, but
I would just say stress free or stress less.
stress
Stress less
free.
way.
It's the most common way that people get to wealth.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
people
Hitting
that day
hitting the
trade. Go
hitting
ahead.
the jackpot, it's like that's like it doesn't happen all the time. You feel me? It doesn't happen all the time. Um,
Yeah,
but
because
yeah, I think it's definitely it's for sure a safer way to trade. It's a calmer way to trade. It is a less stressful way to trade because I'm telling you, I used to have days where I'm looking at these companies that I've never heard of before, but they mentioned it on Small Cap Millionaire, and I would be stressing, hoping that this company that I've never heard of before, like I heard about it today, so I'm putting money into it. It's just, yeah, better to stick to the more reputable companies, the ones that have um, good valuation, a market cap that matches its revenue. Um, if you have one that pays dividends, that's cool too. It's a lot of things that you can look at when you're valuing a company, but yeah, and well, I guess 52-week high. That's Do you still look at that sometimes?
I do. When it comes to 52-week high, it doesn't mean that I feel like is not well valued. I just typically like to, I guess, in a sense, get things at a deal.
Yeah.
So when it's down, that's typically when I buy stock because really almost all these tech stocks that we named are at their 52-week high, all-time
Uh,
high actually.
all time high.
So
Like,
I kind of don't I'm not buying them right now. I'm glad that I got in when I got in, but right now I am I put a little this last check, I put a little money in Tesla just because I didn't. It's the only one that's not at its 52-week high, even though I'm not. I'm kind of scared of Tesla, but I still, I threw a little bit of money in there.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I'm with you, man. As far as getting into these established businesses, especially these businesses where if they were to just go away tomorrow, the U.S. would be crippled. You
oh yeah,
like think about Microsoft.
bruh. Microsoft is in pretty much every single household. You feel me?
It's in clouds. It's in
Yes.
our computers, like the software. Also Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they have their hands in this open AI. I can't wait to see where that goes.
Yeah, or even yeah, like you said, the things that we use to just create documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint, all that, Microsoft.
Yeah. See, Google's
Yeah,
a competitor with that though.
because of the Google Sheets, the
Yeah, they
Drive.
got the Google Sheets. They got the man. Gmail is hard to compete with. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody has a Gmail. Well, everybody, but a lot of people have Gmail, bro. Like I feel like that is the norm email to have now, right?
I don't
I don't
know.
know too many people who still have a Yahoo. I remember you had one at the beginning of the
I
year.
did. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. You had, when you've been doing something for so long, it's kind of hard to make a change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of that type of thing. And I didn't realize how good Google was. So when you were able to show me like everything that it could do, as far as like it has its own like cloud storage space,
Hmm.
how it's integrated with Google Sheets, we can have a live document where both of us could see, especially with us having a business together and us
Right.
being able to see the same document at the same time. And as I'm
Mhm.
typing, you're able to see it also. Like, you can't beat that.
Nah.
So it just made more sense for me to change over. So I appreciate you showing me
Sure.
how efficient that would be,
Right.
because Yahoo wasn't doing anything for me. It was just an email.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, for sure. Google is fire, bro. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope. But yeah, these irreplaceable companies, like when you think about all the companies in the stock market, like imagine if Amazon went away, who could replace it? What would replace
Nobody.
it? I don't
Like
think there.
as we said,
I don't
they're
think
now
there
the
is.
number one shipping company.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like companies have, I guess, tried to do because I mean, at its core, Amazon is. I guess people know Amazon most for its product sale service, like its drop ship kind of feature on the website. You go to Amazon, you buy stuff, it comes to your house. That's what people most know Amazon for. But Amazon, like we said before, bro, it taps into so many different buckets. So
And it
if
and it
you,
helps other people make money. Like with us, we sell our
yeah,
book on there.
we sell our book on there. We have friends who have products on Amazon. Like it's definitely a benefit to not just the consumer, but also the producer.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah,
that's a good one for sure.
yeah. All right. Have we talked enough about how awesome Amazon is? No, I'm kidding,
I
bro.
feel like, yeah, I feel like we went through a lot. You had to bring it back up, but but,
I'm joking, man.
but nah, it was cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we pretty much, as long as people know to, also, I would like to add to beware of these unestablished businesses. As Deshaun said with the penny stocks, yeah, it can be enticing to see something at 13 cents and be like, oh, I can buy a million shares of this.
Right.
But with these unestablished businesses, a lot of them fail, like more than a few. So it's not likely for you to catch one of these that go up 1,000% in
Right.
one day. So just be careful with that, especially just because it's 13 cents does not mean you can't lose a lot of money.
Right.
Because
Right.
at 13 cents going down to 1 cent, it's gonna hurt you. All right. So I think that we pretty much hit all the points, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think we're good, bro.
All right. So as always, you all can find us on Instagram, and also YouTube at Investors Playbook LLC. And also visit our website, investorsplaybookllc.com. We have a lot of information on there. We also have links to all of our platforms.
Hmm.
So
Join the
make sure.
community, man. Mighty Networks is live. We're literally in there every day talking about something, right? It could be finances. Um, More than likely, it's going to be finances, but we're in there every day. So definitely join the community. Get involved. Debt crushing challenge is coming up January. So circling back, making sure that y'all know about that. And yeah, I think that's it, bro. I think
All
we're
right.
good.
As always, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Yeah, man.